Over the past few weeks, there's been a few occasions on social media that's given me cause to pause. A few friends have responded to news stories with comments that are, well, very dogmatic. You know the kind, firm, uncompromised, and delivered with a certainty that this is the truth, no questions asked. More than that, the comments were framed from a Christian perspective, or at least their version of one, as if they needed to defend Christ with bold public declarations, certain that their words might convict the world and reveal God's truth in an instant. I've been reflecting on the human desire to find truth, that deep longing to know something with absolute certainty that I think is there for us all. And honestly, I get it. It's natural to want that kind of clarity, but as I get older, I find myself less inclined to think I've got the right answers, and more willing to admit that others might see things differently, and that's okay. In a recent conversation with a friend, we talked about this idea that the pursuit of truth is part of what makes us human. But instead of striving to win arguments, I've come to value dialogue, listening to others' opinions and at times sharing my own. There's an old expression you've probably heard: never criticise a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. And because I'm a dad and I like dad jokes, I usually add, and that way you're a mile away and you have his shoes. But joking aside, there's wisdom in that saying. Life isn't always as simple as right or wrong, black or white. More often than it's shades of grey. Life is lived in the tension of struggles, in the nuance, in the space between perspectives. I often remind people in my church community of this. When we spend time together, are we becoming more of who God wants us to be? I know I am. I'm shaped and stretched by others when they share their stories, their struggles and their beliefs, and that's a gift. It makes me better. So when we're tempted to speak forcefully, to assert our beliefs without room for discussion, maybe we should pause. Maybe instead of defending God with loud certainty, we could allow space for others to speak and give God time to move in those conversations. We can have strong convictions. We can hold fast to our faith. But perhaps dialogue, humble, generous, open dialogue, is far more compelling. And maybe, just maybe, it allows God to shape our hearts as we walk together, one step at a time.